Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Tuesday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go out to our friends up in Queensland, of course, to the beautiful Gold Coast, of course, being with the reigning champions now in the under 19 girls, because in the JPVL competition, of course, that is the Gold Coast team. And of course, we got the MVP of the finals. There from the Gold Coast team. Of course, her name's May. She joins us right now. Thanks, May, for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No worries. Well, we had a chance to interview some of your teammates a couple of weeks ago. Tell us a bit about the season.
I honestly would have to say this is probably my favorite season by far. Like most of the girls that we've all played together like before, and then I think this year we finally like went for gold and we actually like got gold. So I think the season was really great. It's like big success.
Now, I know that the team got a bit of a revenge from last year's disappointment.
Yeah.
Getting silver last year in 2021, and I think he's got very similar result earlier in the state champs. I think early in the year. As
Yeah.
well. I guess how good is to finally get gold after all that hard work and disappointment to win in and knock off East off their perch.
Yes, it was honestly such a great feeling. Like I think just like the adrenaline, and we had like most of our other like club mates on the sidelines as well. Like the energy and the support was like really good that day. Honestly, yeah, it was a good, it was a really good game, honestly. Like I think we played them in the first round of PVL as well, and we actually got disqualified for that game. So to be able to come back and verse them again and then win gold was like really great. Like,
What happened in round one to get the team disqualified for that round?
oh, it was just like a uniform like mishap. Like it was just like a wardrobe malfunction. So we got disqualified for that game, which was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so tell us a bit about the grand final. Now, I believe it was played down the Gold Coast, which is, I guess it happens every other year, down there. How cool is it to play on your home courts down on the Gold Coast, and especially the crowd that you sat down there, which I think was a pretty good crowd by looking at all the photos, especially
Yeah.
the presentation day.
Yeah, it was actually really great. Like apart from like because we're the only Gold Coast club, so we like everyone from our club like came to watch and support, which was like amazing because our energy was like it was never like that before, like at any other game. And just to have it for the gold medal match was like really great. Like it was such a good experience.
You just had a chance to, enjoy the moment knowing that you won it all.
I think I think it was around like halfway through the second set we were like getting in the groove. Everyone was on their A game. Like the support, the cheering was going on, and then like the other team was like quieting down, and we were just like, okay, like we got to take it home. We got this. Like, and then yeah, with Ava finishing on the block as well. That was
Correct.
amazing. Like we were all really hyped for that. It was really good.
I had a chance to speak to Ava a couple of Sundays ago about this same thing, which I'm going to ask you from your point of view, because I did the same thing back to the same question, and when we had the team on the show. I think she scored the last 2 points for the team. I think both of them were actually blocks, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
what she was mentioning. So, were you on the court at the time, and what was you feeling like when she got those last 2 points to win the whole thing?
I was actually serving for those 2 points. I was serving on game point as well. I think the only thing that was going through my mind was like, I think after Ava's first block, I was like, okay, like we got a huge middle. We were good, like our team, we're doing great. And then all I could think about was just get the ball in. Like it doesn't have to be, just get it in and we'll be okay. So, yeah.
How nerve wracking was it for you to serve the last 2 points?
Really nerve-wracking because I think in the first set I missed a couple of serves. So I was like, okay, I can't miss them right now. Like it'd be really awkward if I did. So all I was like, but yeah, the support from my coaches on the side and my teammates, it just helped me so much that I was like playing because I was having fun. I think at that point, it was just like,
How good was it to be presented. I think it was presented outside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So how good was it to hold that plug that I think your coach showed us the other day? How good was that?
It was like, yeah, it was just like, it was honestly a moment just filled with like excitement. Like, it was so good to be there with all of our teammates and like just thinking back on like all of our hard work has been paid off. Like, we all like worked so hard to come this far and we finally won gold for our club as well. Like, it's just such a good feeling. So yeah, it was a great, really good moment.
It'd be amiss of me to ask this question. Now, I can see you've got two medals for your necks, of course, win the Premiership and the Finals MVP as well. I'll get you
Yeah.
to show it to us, May.
Just these ones.
There we go. There they are. So, May, how long did you wear your medals around your necks for? And did you sleep with it?
I think I wore them for about like half an hour after the ceremony, and then I was like, okay, I need to like keep these in my bag, make sure they're like not touched by anyone. And then as soon as I came home, I was just like adding them to the rest of like the achievements from this year. So I was like, yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Now you've mentioned about that. So was it a bit annoying after a while that you keep hitting the clings of your medals?
I think not that much, because I think I remember we were all just like yelling and screaming so no one could hear anything. It was just like we could all hear each other. So it was just like really like a lot of laughing and like yelling. It was like
What, been a month, almost a month now since that day. Has the premiership sunk in yet?
I think it has. I think everyone's kind of just like settled into that post-season feel where we're just like getting ready for like beach season. I think most of us are. But yeah, it's just like I think it hit us a couple days after that we're like, okay, the league's like over for this year. We all had our goodbyes and stuff. But yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your amazing coach Hannah. How important was her coaching, especially she's a player herself in the senior team. How important was that?
Hannah is just I look up to her so much. Like she was our coach last year as well. So like we were really close, and at the start of this year, like finding out that we like had her as a coach again was just like yes, like we finally, like because not only is Hannah like a coach to us, she's also like our best friend. Like we can trust her. She like supports us and gives us her 100% on everything. And she works so hard. Like she's a physio as well. So she's like also my physio. So like being able to like see her outside of volleyball and see what she does is just like amazing. Like she does so much for us. It's really cool. Yeah.
What's the one thing that you've learned from her in particular?
I've learned a lot from her. I think just like knowing that like volleyball should be more about enjoying yourself and having fun with your teammates than winning, because like a game only lasts for so long, and like especially after postseason you really feel it, like you don't get to have that weekly like game like excitement anymore. So I think she really taught us just to like have fun and live in the moment kind of thing.
For you winning the finals MVP, how did you think you played in that finals? And were you surprised?
I was really surprised. Yeah. I think um I definitely think that everyone was like amazing that game. Like everyone was on their A game. I was just really surprised that the medal was presented to me, because I was actually ready to go home after we got our medals until I heard the name being called out, and I was like, "Whoa, are you sure?" Like, but yeah, it was. I'd say that like we've all individually worked really hard for the team, and it was honestly, I'm really honored to be given this medal this year. So
I've got to ask this before. Now, you mentioned that you almost went home before you got the medal. Uh, so I guess lucky you didn't. But
yeah.
special was it for you, and especially, to be, to have a photo by yourself with that MVP?
It was actually one of my goals last year to like get an MVP this year, and I didn't really expect it until I heard, and I was like taking the photo and I went over to my coaches. I remember just giving my coach like a really big hug before I was getting like this medal, and I honestly think I was about to cry, but it was such a special moment for me, and yeah, like
Let's talk a bit about your volleyball journey. Where did it all start, and why did you choose it, May?
I think it starts back 2 years ago. I was playing socially with my friends and I was going out like every weekend to play with them. And then my mum decided to like sign me up to trials. And then I showed up. And I think because 2 years ago I was quite tall for my age. So I think that was an advantage that I got. But yeah, I'm currently in my second year of playing. So yeah, that's how it started. Not really like exciting much.
In your second year in the sport, you've come runner-up in the JPVL. Obviously runner-up this year as well in the state champs, and
Yeah.
obviously winning this one as well. Winning this one, finals MVP. Are you surprised the way it's just rapidly going for you, especially the achievements that you've already achieved so far?
Yes, honestly, it's so surprising. I think I would have to honestly thank my teammates and my coach, like, because they've helped, like, build each other's confidence and give each other support, like, whenever we need it. Especially Hannah, like, she's been there from day one, and Demi as well. Like, it's just, yeah, I think to look back now, it's like it's really like heartwarming to know that I have such a great team and that we're surrounded by such good people, which is like probably one of the main reasons why I like.
Any future ambitions in the sport now, considering you've only just come to the sport and you've achieved so many accolades at the moment?
um, I think volleyball to me, I don't think I could stop playing, but I think it's just gonna be like one of my favorite hobbies for me. Because yeah.
You must well tell us what position you play on the court, and if you had a dream position on the volleyball court that you would love to play, where would that be?
I currently play pass hit. I used to be a middle, and my dream position would be a setter, even though I can't set.
What does the sport of volleyball mean to you, especially playing for the Gold Coast?
I think being able to play for Gold Coast is such an honor because we are like, I think we're such a big family now from how much we've grown from the beginning. And yeah, I think it's just, I think Gold Coast is a great community. Like, I think anyone who's interested in playing should come and join because, like, all there is just love and support at this club. There's not like, it's just great. There's never any negative emotions behind it. It's just all positivity. Everyone's just there because they love it. Yeah.
I know the AVL, the Australian Volleyball League. The finals are on the Gold Coast this year again in December. Is that something you want to do to represent Queensland and play in the AVL?
I think, oh, that's like looking into like the future. I think it'd be a really cool experience. I'd love to go watch and support like Queensland, but yeah, that seems really interesting. Like it looks like such a great experience as well.
About beach volleyball. So I'm assuming you're doing beach volleyball very soon, which I think commences shortly if it hasn't already started.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most of us just play like for fun. We still want to meet up and like play against each other just to get touches in the off season. But yeah.
Is that more like preparation for the indoor season in the winter?
I think most of us we do beach for our indoor because it's just really good rehab for our muscles and it like helps playing in like different conditions outside as well really helps with our ball control and just like knowing how to like improve in our skills and also keeping the connections between our teammates like for next season too.
How important has your family, your parents been throughout this whole journey?
They've been my number one. Like, my parents have always been there. They're like making sure that I'm at training and like eating well, especially, and resting well. Like, they've been the most important part of this whole journey for me. It's like amazing.
What will be your advice to people that should get involved in volleyball, especially down there on the beautiful Gold Coast?
I think, yeah, just show up to training and like we'll get you started.
Okay, so let's finish up with a couple of harder questions about your team. So, firstly, who had the most embarrassing moments on the volleyball court this season, and what was it?
Oh, okay. There's a lot of embarrassing moments.
I know there is.
I think I remember there was one game where we were all really tense and I was playing backcourt and I actually got hit in the head with a volleyball and we got the point. So I think that was honestly one of the greatest highlights. And there was also a point where I think Emma was doing a lot of topspin serves and she won us the set. And then and when she started setting, it was just amazing. She's a great setter. We had a lot of funny moments where she'd try to dump and like it wouldn't go over the net. So like yeah.
Um,
I think we've all had our embarrassing moments. More than others.
Yeah, they definitely mentioned those ones.
Yeah. Sorry, Pi. Sorry, Emma.
No, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't Pi involved in one where she got Falcon, like the ball to the head, and the ball went in, and he actually won the point? Is
Oh
that
my
true?
God, yes, I just remembered. Yeah, I think it was she went to hit and it went off the block and bounced on her head and then landed in court on the other side, and it's actually on film.
Really?
So like we all go back to watch and it's just really funny.
Oh, I want to watch that. They haven't shown me that one yet.
Yeah.
I have to ask this one as well. Who's the comedian, the best singer, and internet TikToks?
Best comedian? I think we're all really funny in our own way. I think there's just, yeah, I'd have to say all like everyone on the team is like they have their own sense of humor and everyone just cracks each other up on court. Best singer and TikToker, I'm gonna have to give to Pi because she films
This is coming.
Yeah. And best singer, I'm gonna have to. I don't actually know. I've actually never heard any of us sing before,
Okay.
which is. I think I'll give it to Emma.
Yeah.
Best singer.
Yep. No, you pretty much got those two right on that one. Now, I think Pi might be in this net sensor as well. I know there's this social media thing called Be Real. I'm assuming the team's onto this one. Am I assuming?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think every time Be Real went off, we were either at training or at games. So like we try and come up with the most like dumbest thing ever and take a photo of it. But yeah, Be Real played a big part in our season too. So.
Did you do a Be Real or a TikTok dance after you won the grand final?
I think we took a Be Real. I don't think we took a TikTok. I think we were all just like really still like hyped up about getting the gold medal. So we were just kind of like all spending it with each other, knowing that it was like going to be one of our last games this year. But yeah.
So do you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
I don't know if this is appropriate. I think Pi and I and Emma, I think when we weren't feeling the greatest, we'd have an energy drink right before the game. And then we would like, yeah, we'd blast music and just like hype each other up and just dance on the side of the court. And then we'd bring it onto the game as well. So yeah. Yeah.
Now, just so you know, everyone, if anyone's listened to the Sunday one, they'll know exactly what drink that you're talking about.
Okay.
Do you mind? Do you mind telling us what that is, just for anyone who hasn't seen it?
It is the Blue Guarana V energy drink.
Oh, so what's the pump up song?
I think our pump up song is it's either Eminem or Give Me Gimme. That's like I think those are the songs that we always like are our go-to play.
To group this question, but I'm going to ask you this. Why Gimme Gimme? Now, I know the song. I actually know the song. Why that song in particular?
I don't actually know. I think it just came like halfway through the season. We were listening to it in the car and we were all just like, this would be a great song to warm up to. And then we just played it every round and it worked. So yeah.
To finish off this last couple, describe the team in one word.
Chaotic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much that was pretty much the answer. They gave me two. And finish off this last one. Any good nicknames in the team we should know about?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. I think we like to call our middles like big middles. Like every time Ava or Chloe get a block, we're always like, oh, you're huge. Like Chloe, like big Chloe, big Ava kind of thing. And like, I think, yeah, we all had our, yeah. Yeah, I don't actually think we had any nicknames that we'd call each other. I think we just call each other like names like that to like hype each other up. But yeah.
Was there any celebrations at all afterwards? Like after, you got the medal and all that sort of things?
I think a few of us had to like go home, but then the rest of us went out for like a lunch together. Just like, and then I think some of us went to surfers just to like along the beach and just hang out before like, yeah, just really do that celebration well. So like, because it's our last game. So yeah.
Yeah, because that's a good place to have a celebration. Surfers Paradise. Well, mate, it is so awesome to have you on the show. We were sad that we didn't get you on Sunday with the rest of the team, but we are glad we got the chance to at least do the interview with you and talk about your MVP performance, especially your team getting a bit of revenge on the East team this year. And well done, congratulations. And hopefully I'll be up there next year to hopefully watch you all play and hopefully get to meet you all up there and support the mighty Gold Coast team in 2023.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure to be on this with you.
No worries. And that's mate there joining us from the Gold Coast under-19s girls JVPL premiership team who won, of course, the whole competition a couple of weeks ago. There's more on the Smash Sport Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.